You ever notice how technology sucks us in and then ridicules us? Like back in the 50s, if you were the first one to have a TV antenna on your roof, you got a lot of respect. These days, if you're the last house to have one, you get a lot of bird droppings. You know it's ugly, and you know you're not using it anymore, because now you're on cable. Or even better, you're on your neighbor's cable. But how do you get the antenna off there? You're getting a little long in the tooth to be climbing up the roof with the bad knees and the higher center of gravity. But you still got imagination. So go down to the wreckers and get yourself a steering wheel. Not just any steering wheel, the kind that has the personal airbag in the middle. You know the ones where if you hit a pothole, the bag explodes and breaks your nose so you don't get hurt. Now just slide the steering wheel into a garbage can and then aim the whole unit at the TV aerial. Now you need a projectile of some kind. Here's a hint. Don't think of it as an antenna. Think of it as a head pin. Big week up the Lodge this week. I bought a side of beef, 478 pounds of vein-clogging cholesterol. Yeah. I bought a whole half a cow, including one horn and two hooves. Yeah. Got it for 38 bucks. Huh? Don't ask, I didn't. So now we're gonna have a massive cookout. Light a shed on fire, get a gallon of barbecue sauce and a paint roller. We're good to go.
Uncle Red!
Yeah.
Uncle Red!
Yeah.
Uncle Red!
What?
I was downstairs. I was downstairs, right? I was downstairs. There's like a cow in the freezer. Yeah. It winked at me.
All right, I didn't wink. It's only got one eye, okay? I bought half a cow.
How many times have I told you? Don't half a cow, man. I said half a cow. I did. I said that right to you. I said it.
You know how tongs work, Harold?
Yeah, okay, all right. I don't know why you need that much red meat anyway. You know, being a vegetarian is much healthier.
Oh, yeah? Well, that cow was a vegetarian. How's her health? You like math? Try these numbers, okay? I got that side of pure beef for 38 bucks, okay? It'll feed 300 Lodge members at 10 bucks a head, okay? That's a $3,000 return on a $38 investment.
I got 2,962. What did you get?
That's close enough.
Okay, all right.
Why? What's the problem?
Well, I just wondered who'd sell you an entire side of beef for $38?
Flinty McClintock. No, don't make a big deal of this. I might want to buy more, all right?
Have you ever considered that perhaps the meat is bad? You know, like it's all gristly or something?
It's 478 pounds of beef, and it costs $38, Harold. Stop looking for trouble.
So Flinty McClintock, you know, one of the few successful entrepreneurs in the entire area, just didn't know the value of the beef.
Well, I don't even care. When I'm happy, I don't look for ways to kill the mood.
So you figure you just got this great bargain from Flinty because, hey, sometimes you should just let an idiot do what he needs to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do what you need to do, then. It's time for the Possum Lodge word game! Tonight's winner receives this coupon for procrastination therapy. Please note that tomorrow's meeting has been postponed. All right, Mike, cover your ears. Red, you got 30 seconds to get Mike Hammer to say this word. Team. Team.
All right, listen.
And go.
Okay, Mike, what do you call it when you got a bunch of guys all wearing the same uniform?
A chain gang.
Okay, the NHL, the NFL, the NBA are all made up of what?
Letters.
Yeah, okay. But all of the players are on...
Steroids.
Okay. Mike, you know, when you were a kid at recess, You were picked by a...
Witness.
Okay. You know, sometimes the coach will say to the players, there's no I in...
Potato?
No. Okay, no, there's another expression, okay? Take one for the...
Road.
You guys are almost out of time here.
Yeah, okay. I know, Mike. Your brother played semi-pro football on one of these.
Oh, a weekend pass.
Oh, I'm talking about the port asbestos inhalers. That was his...
Well, I don't know, Mr. Green, because I never went to those games. The stadium was always teeming with cops.
There we go. When you first get married, you figure, at last, I have someone to bring me drinks and snacks and whatever I want, whenever I want it. Then you find out she's thinking the same thing, which is why you have kids. But then they move out, and after you finally admit that dogs and cats are not all that trainable, you're faced with a big decision. Give up your dreams or build a robot. For my robot, I'm going to use this wireless video camera that sends a signal to my TV so that I can direct the unit to wherever I want it to go from the comfort of my own living room. I just need to mount the camera on something strong but light, the exact opposite of every guy I know. How easy was that? Everything else I'll get from my own backyard, or somebody's backyard. See-through peephole. And like so many of man's great inventions, I had to make a bit of a compromise here. See, I'm using this radio antenna for his extendable arm, but I needed a way for it to move up and down and side to side. I thought there might be a way to mount the unit onto a windshield wiper motor for the up and down, and then to mount that whole thing onto another wiper motor for the side to side. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but I was starting to get a really bad headache. So instead, I mounted the antenna on just one wiper motor, but at kind of an angle, so it goes up and down and side to side at the same time. It does two things at once, but not very well. Kind of like when Madonna took up acting. I'm running everything off a car battery, and I control the wiper motor and the antenna and the camera with this custom controller. They're actually just garage door openers, but you'd never know. Just need a couple more things to make him completely human. Like a fondue fork for the end of his Canada arm so he can stab things, and a crowbar to guarantee unrestricted access. The only job left is to figure out a way to make him mobile. Problem solved. I got a couple of heavy-duty radio-controlled toys and mounted them as the robot's wheels. Those make him look almost human, like Moose Thompson. He can go forwards and backwards, and I can steer, which is always helpful. Heck, if I put one vehicle in drive and the other in reverse, I can make him spin right on the spot. And thanks to my video camera, I can see everything he's doing right here on my TV. And that's how you make your very own robot valet. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And now for a demonstration, my cyborg will bring me a nice light repast. This is like one of those doctors doing a fancy surgical procedure. This is a snackendectomy. Houston, the Eagle has landed. to you guys out there who leave everything to the last minute. You know who you are. By the time you got around to buying your wife a birthday present, the only shops open were the 7-Eleven and the liquor store. Remember how upset she was with the bottle of gin and the Pez dispenser? I think I know why men leave things to the last minute. Sports and movies. In any professional game, the closer they get to the end, the longer it takes. All the timeouts and penalties and commercials. No sports fan has any idea of what 2 minutes left means in real life. And to a man, movies are kind of like being intimate. The best things happen at the end. Until then, there's really no need to pay much attention. But in the last 60 seconds of a movie, the hero bites through the steel chains, leg wrestles a dinosaur, and rescues the beautiful maiden just before she marries the game show host. But this procrastination habit of yours is making life difficult for the people you care about, and you should work on that. But you won't. So instead, turn your watch ahead. And if you're really bad, turn your calendar ahead. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.
Household appliances are great, but when it comes to sewage, your Hoover isn't worth a damn.
Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services.
Well, the beef barbecue is a sellout. 300 guys, $10 a head. Boy, some men just love beef, eh? Moose Thompson asked for a drumstick.
Uncle Red! Uncle Red!
Yeah.
I think you have a problem here.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't nice to lock you out.
No, I'm talking about that cheap beef you bought from Flinty McClintock. I think there may be something wrong with it.
Why is there always something wrong with everything I do, Harold?
Just bad luck, I figure. I don't...
Harold, take a look at this hamburger, eh? That's right off the side of beef. Look how perfect that is.
Appearance isn't important.
Well, of course you'd say that. Tell me, what's wrong with that quarter pounder, huh?
Oh, have you ever heard of mad cow disease? I just got back from Flinty McClintock's herd. They don't look right.
Well, you just said appearance is not important.
No, but posture is.
Huh?
Have you ever noticed those cows? They can't even stand up straight.
Maybe that just means it's lean meat.
No, I saw those cows. They walk in circles, and they bark. Uncle Red, you know, I sent a sample of this meat off to the lab, okay? Why don't we just wait for the results to come back?
Harold, there's nothing wrong with the meat. Don't ruin my barbecue.
Oh, nothing wrong with the meat. Nothing
No.
wrong with the meat.
No.
Okay, nothing wrong with the meat. Okay,
No.
well, then you eat some yourself.
Well, I will. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll take a bite, and then you just see if I get weird, okay?
How will I tell?
Bill and I were just cleaning up our campsite there and packing everything up into a wheelbarrow. And my job was to put out the fire. I was just going to kick some dirt onto the fire. And never good enough for Bill. He's, Mr. Safety. He's going to pour out. Bill, that's not water. That's gas. Don't be pouring that on the fire. So he just notices it starts to pour gas right into the pile of dirt over there. And then I carry on packing things up. And he picks up the can of water, which unfortunately was also gas. And he throws my bedroll on top of it. Thank you very much for that, Bill. That's okay. Plan C. I just ignore Bill sometimes. It's just easier and safer. He goes into the shed and gets, I believe, some type of fire extinguisher. Yeah, fire extinguisher and just one of those small units. They pack a punch those little jobs. Okay. All right, Plan D. A bigger fire extinguisher. These are the CO2. What they do is they put carbon dioxide out, and that smothers the fire by taking all the oxygen out of the air. So Bill's just going to do that. Now, Bill, there's a pin. There's a pin on the unit. We pull the pin, and then, yeah. So now Bill took a lung full of carbon dioxide. He needs some air. I figure give him a little bit of air, and he's fine. But the fire's still going. So Where are we now? Plan E. Plan E. Yeah, all right. Meanwhile, I'm almost finished getting the place cleaned up and ready to go. He's got some, okay, baking soda. That's another fire retardant. Speaking of retardants. No, didn't do it. Didn't do it, Bill. So now what are we gonna do? No, Bill. No, Bill. No, that you're just spreading cinders all over the place there. No, we gotta. Oh, good call. All right, well, there we go. That's the best use that coffee ever had, believe me. All right, Plan F. This one scares me just by the letter. So Bill goes into the shed and he gets a couple of shovels. The idea is we're going to use the same idea as just kicking the dirt on, but if we get a shovel full. So he gives me one shovel. He says, you go over there, get some dirt from over there. I'll get dirt from right here. I think right where the gasoline had spilled into the, yeah. Meanwhile, it's just very simple. I go with some dry, clean dirt, put it on there. She's out, done, everything's cool. Gone, done, Bill, done. See? If you leave it to a pro, everything works out. Okay, here's a predicament that many of you may find yourself in. Let's say your mother-in-law is coming over, but wait, there's more. You don't have a picture of her on display, or at least not on display in a way that she would appreciate. The problem is you need to have certain pictures around when a person comes over, but you don't want to be subjected to their mug on a permanent basis. So here's what you do. Take a picture out of the frame, flip it around to the other side. That becomes your screen. That screen is for your hidden slide projector. So you just fill this up with whatever pictures you need for your family get-togethers, but you also have your own favorites in there for when they're not here, which, if you play your cards right, is most of the time. For example, I got some slides of Bernice's mom from our trip to the zoo about a month ago. I'll just pop one of those up and keep peace in the family. That's Bernice's mom now. Come on in, Mom. I got your picture out. She's gonna love this. Come on, Harold, this is perfectly good. It's perfectly good.
Throw it all on. Get rid of it all.
Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Every last bit of it. Can't trust it. Oh. There you go. Almost. All of it. Perfect.
Can't believe it. 478 pounds of beef. Man, I put all the meat on the campfire. Just couldn't serve it to the people, what with, that mad cow thing going around. And I gave them all a refund.
Yeah, only after I told them all about the problem. You did the right thing. You should do that more often.
Yeah, maybe I should, but I think you'd miss me.
Well, I'm proud of you. Even before we got the test results back, you did the right thing, and that's very good. I could just give you such a hug.
No, Harold. No.
I'm very proud of you.
All right, well, Harold, in fairness, you were the one who pointed out the problem, and I know sometimes I can be a little difficult.
You're impossible.
I know sometimes I can be a little difficult. But, you push through that, and I guess, in a way, a way of looking at it would be to say, that I'm kind of, I guess I'm proud of you too, Harold.
I knew.
Red, we're okay! Who? Is this a bad time?
No. Oh, what do you mean we're okay?
The results are back. It's not mad cow disease.
What?
No, the feed corn the cattle were eating was in the silo too long, and it turned to alcohol.
The cows were drunk.
Oh, no, not drunk. Marinated. You know what that means? We can serve the beef after all.
Yeah! Might be a little too well done.
And too hard to find.
Meeting time.
Why, thank you, Harold. And as always, it's such a treat to have you to tell me what to do. So if my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting. I did something today I've never done before. I erred on the side of caution. That won't be happening anytime soon. The rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
Guys, come on, take your seat.
Sit down. Everybody sit down over
Come on,
there.
guys, sit down. Okay, sit down. All right.
Quando, Omni, Flunkus, Moritati.
Sit down. Bow your heads for the man's prayer. I'm a man,
But I can change if I have to.
I guess. Okay, man, the sight of beef blowing up has made a bit of an impact into our community. We figure about 200 pounds of hamburger hit Possum Lake, so the fish may not be biting for a while. And Stinky Peterson got drilled in the face with a rump roast. His wife says he never looked better. And the dog comes to him now.